a little bit about, we live in a world of AI right now. We're not that familiar, let's say, with the notion of digital twins and what you're building and creating. Talk a little bit about some of the rudimentary stuff for folks listening in on, is this one LLM, multiple LLMs? Is it, do I build GPTs? Is that what my digital twin? I think there's a lot of AI vernacular we're now kind of used to prompting. How does that vernacular map across into Genie? Am I going to see some of that vernacular, or is this,
Yeah.
no, we've...
Oh, yes. So ignoring the term LLM for a minute, the LLM is built on a transformer model, right? And transformers can be used for visuals, for audio, for language, for a variety of things, right? You can train up a transformer and have it be really good at recognizing soda cans or whatever you want, right? And so we right now have 4 transformers inside the product. It's running on a private server. These are all private models. These are tuned to do very specific things, and they are very different models, and they are again tuned to recognize certain things that are important. So you've got images, you've got text, you've got locations on page, you've got the English language that's in the test case. You've got all these things that have to happen. And so we're using that set of models. We are, of course, using RAG, for those who know what that is. We're using embedding. We are using a vector database. So all the things that you would think of around the transformer world, we are using. And one of those, represents itself as an LLM, right?
Got it.
So these all work together with about 1 million lines of code. So the interesting thing is that people have said, can't I just go to ChatGPT and say, write my test script from this test case? You can. And what you end up with is an absolute unrunnable, non-runnable test script. The syntax may be correct, but all of the locators it doesn't know what to do with, and it either puts junk locators in or wrong information or nothing there and says pick out a locator. And so by the time you manually fix the 100 steps in that test script, you could have just gone to a recorder and recorded it. In fact, the recorder was much faster than editing the garbage that came out of ChatGPT or anything else. And part of the reason is they're not really tuned to do this. They have seen it and they can spit out something, but it has an equal chance of being right as wrong as junk. And again, a recorder's already fast. So let me give you an example. If I am writing code, I don't have a recorder, right? I'm literally writing code to create a website or to create something or to create a game or to create an enterprise application. So the bar is here. I'm writing code, and now I have a copilot, and it makes me 50% more productive than this level. So now I'm not here, I'm up here. Pretty cool, right? Okay, here we are in QA. I could write code, but you already have a recorder that's already up here. So I can't just come with a copilot and go from here to here. I'm still slower than a recorder by X. So we in Genie had to beat the recorder. So you can't just go to an LLM and say, spit this stuff out and get any help from it. It helps you a little bit, but you're still way slower than a recorder. We had to be 10 to 100 times faster than the recorder. So we have had great tools in software QA that are already 10 times faster than writing code. And now we had to be 10 to 100 times faster than that. Right. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense.